How you doing, guys? Too Busy Gamers here, and today in this bag is probably our most epic ever gaming pickup, don't you reckon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So if you want to find out, you better hang around. So Jess, why don't you tell us how we came across these games?
Sure. So I was scrolling through Facebook the other day and happened to come across a post from Game Traders Marion. They had put up quite a few pictures of quite a large number of Nintendo 64 games that someone had traded in. They were all boxed, came with their manuals and were complete and looked to be in pretty good condition. So over the weekend I gave Game Traders a call and they said that they still had a majority of the games available for purchase. So we drove down on Saturday and picked up a couple.
Yeah, so we didn't buy all of them because we'd be broke if we bought them all. So we only got two.
Yeah.
So let's find out what the first one is.
Banjo-Kazooie.
So it's not mint condition. There are a few little bad edges and stuff, but all in all it's not too bad, and it does come with everything.
Yeah. Including the old poster for the Nintendo 64 that came in like every 64 game. Killer Instincts!
Mm.
Look at that.
You got the instruction manual, which is pretty much in like mint condition. And the game.
Yeah, they did have Banjo-Tooie as well, but the box was in not the best condition, so decided not to get that one.
Yeah. So, second up we have
Super Smash Bros. So growing up, I never actually played Super Smash Bros. On the 64, as the first one that we had was on the GameCube, so Super Smash Bros. Melee. I did play it at some friends' place a couple of times, but it wasn't something that I played regularly.
So the box for this one's probably in better condition.
Yeah.
But the game and the manual are probably a little bit more worn.
The game would be, but yeah, the menu was pretty good.
Yeah,
and it didn't come with the health and safety warnings.
No, it didn't. No, it just came with the manual and the game. So why don't you talk about what else we picked up at Game Traders?
Sure. So while we were looking at the 64 games, we took them to the counter. They also had Conker's Mario Party, Mario Kart, Super Mario 64. However, just decided to buy those two. I also noticed on the counter that they had a Nintendo GameCube sitting there. So I asked the person who was serving us about that, and he mentioned that it was a brand new one that had just got traded in a couple of days beforehand.
So what did we end up doing?
Buying it. Because everybody needs a brand new GameCube.
Pretty much, it was an offer just too good to pass up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like, it literally is in brand new condition. What did the guy say? Like, he had to break the seal on the box in order to test it. Yep. So, it's in great condition. It's come from a good home.
Yeah. So apparently the guy who traded it in had purchased two of everything, as he was a collector, and had decided to trade in his collection to Game Traders.
Yeah, and now we own it. So Game Traders was in Westfield, which is like a big shopping centre that we have here in Australia. I think they do have it in other countries as well, I'm not too sure. But anyway, there's all sorts of shops there, there's a couple game stores. So in the other places, JB Hi-Fi for one, I managed to pick up Dot Hack as well, which is like a remake of a PS2 game that we never got in Australia, so super awesome to have this.
Yeah.
And it comes with all three games, plus an extra chapter, I guess you call it. So,
okay, cool.
Awesome. And this one, which I have no idea how to pronounce. You want to try and guess?
Oh no, my pronunciation is hard.
But this is the sequel to an awesome little horror game, which I first picked up on Vita in Japanese because I was positive this game would never come out in English. And picking it up, a few days later they announced it was coming to the West, so
it's always the way.
But well, still great game. And at EV Games I picked up a second-hand copy of Digimon, Now this game's super rare in Australia. Like when you do find it, it's like $70, $80. It's just I don't know why, but I picked this up about half price secondhand, and it's in still pretty good condition, so it was worth it. So it's not too often you find all these games in one spot, and just how good a condition they were in as well. Like it was too good to pass up. We had to grab some of the stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that you find in Australia. Unfortunately, we didn't have the.
Especially in South Australia, the gaming scene in South Australia is not particularly good. It's quite hard to find decent games.
Yeah, and we don't have a large array of stores either to buy from, so it's usually eBay purchases if you want secondhand.
Totally. So as always, guys, if you liked the video, please hit that like button and please subscribe if you haven't already.
Thanks.
Cool. And until next time, I'm Neil.
I'm Jess.
And we'll see you down under.